The book of Revelation holds prophecies that have already come to pass, pointing towards the end times on earth. But now, a new revelation is emerging, a beast rising from the shadows and a mysterious mark lurking among us. So let's dive into this video to know. In Revelation 13:11-18, John witnessed a remarkable vision. Then I saw another beast rising out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb and spoke like a dragon. It exercises all the authority of the first beast in its presence and makes the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose mortal wound was healed. It performs great signs, even making fire come down from heaven to earth in front of people, and by the signs that it is allowed to work in the presence of the beast, it deceives those who dwell on the earth, telling them to make an image for the beast that was wounded by the sword, and yet lived. And it was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast might even speak, and might cause those who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain. Also, it causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is, the name of the beast or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. The Book of Revelation. So, in the Book of Revelation, there are 2 beasts mentioned. The first beast is often seen as the Antichrist. It rises from the sea and is given power by the dragon. This beast is also described as coming from the abyss. Its appearance is explained in Revelation 13:1-10, and more is revealed about it in Revelation 17:7-18. The second beast, known as the false prophet, emerges from the earth. It forces everyone on earth to worship the first beast, aligning with the dragon in their fight against God. The beasts persecute the saints and those who refuse to worship the first beast. They even influence the kings of the earth through 3 unclean spirits for a great battle known as Armageddon. One important aspect of these beasts is that they cause all people, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or forehead. This mark, either the name of the beast or the number of its name, becomes necessary for buying and selling. Without it, people can't participate in trade. In Revelation 13:16-18, it said that those with understanding should calculate the number of the beast, which is 666. The significance of this number is not entirely clear, but it is associated with the man represented by the first beast. In the end, Christ defeats both beasts, and they are thrown into the lake of fire, as described in Revelation 19:18-20, Revelation 13:16-18. But there were 3 beasts. In this group, there's also a third member who claims to speak for God, but in reality, they are false prophets. This person represents the religious authority that goes against God's teachings. Surprisingly, after facing a deadly blow, they come back to life, copying the resurrection of Christ, which makes people believe their lies. Many people around the world will be in awe of this so-called miraculous beast. This beast will enforce the power of another beast through economic discrimination. There's also a 4th beast mentioned, which could be depicted as Rome, a powerful empire in the late 1st century. However, none of these beasts have ultimate control, as God is the one who determines their actions. In the book of Isaiah 28:21, it is mentioned that God's judgment may seem strange to us. In 2 Thessalonians 2:7, it is said that even though the power of lawlessness is already at work, there's someone holding it back until they are taken away. A great beast, the 4th one. In Revelation 12:17, John sees a terrifying beast rising from the sea, summoned by a dragon on the seashore. The sea represents chaos, danger, and evil for the Hebrews. This vision draws from the book of Daniel, where Daniel sees 4 great beasts coming out of the sea, symbolizing powerful empires. In John's mind, this beast is associated with a great empire, most likely Rome. The kingdom represented by this beast is not kind, fair, or supportive of its people. Instead, it behaves like a savage and ferocious predator, preying on its own citizens. The beast in Revelation is probably the same as the 4th beast seen by Daniel in his vision, Daniel 7:7, 19, 23. This beast in Revelation possesses extraordinary power, having 10 horns with 10 diadems, symbolizing ruling authority, Revelation 17:12. It also has 7 heads, representing its authority and might. The dragon, who has 7 heads and 10 horns, Revelation 12:3, has given its authority to this beast. The beast imitates Christ with its horns and diadems, just as the dragon does. The 7 heads bear blasphemous names, possibly representing Roman claims to deity such as Lord, Son of God, and Savior, Revelation 17:3. This reveals the beast's arrogant and godlike pretensions. The beast is not limited to the Roman Empire. It symbolizes Rome but also represents all manifestations of evil in governments throughout history, and it will be involved in the final conflict at the end of times. The beast emerging from the sea resembles a leopard with feet like a bear and a mouth like a lion. In Daniel's vision of 4 beasts, the first, Babylon, was like a lion with an eagle's wings. The second, Medo-Persia, was like a bear, and the third, likely Greece, was like a leopard, Daniel 7:4-6. John now sees all these characteristics culminating in Daniel's 4th beast, which is the one described here, probably Rome, Daniel 7:19-23. This beast is not independent but derives its totalitarian rule from the dragon, making its governing authority demonic, 2 Thessalonians 2:8-9. In Revelation 13:3, one of the heads of the beast has a mortal wound, but it recovers, which surprises many. Some people interpret this as referring to an individual, possibly Nero, who died in AD 68. There was a belief that he would come back and rule again, but if John wrote this in the 90s, that idea would be less likely since Nero was long gone. It's more plausible that this reference is about the entire empire. The deadly wound represents the apparent downfall of tyrannical rule. The dominion of Rome seems to have been defeated and gone forever. However, the empire is not actually destroyed. Just when it appears that its tyranny is over, its power returns. The so-called death blow fails to bring an end to the beast's influence. As a result, the world is amazed and pledges its allegiance to the beast because the revival of this demonic empire seems like a resurrection, once again imitating Christ. The mark of the beast, number 666. In Revelation 13:18, the mark of Satan is mentioned as 666, which symbolizes the imperfection of humanity. On the other hand, 777 represents perfection. This connection comes from the fact that man and woman were created on the 6th day, and there are 6 different words used for man in various languages. Some calculations also show that 666 is associated with the Antichrist, representing a mockery of the Trinity. In the movie Omen, the number 666 is marked on a child, confirming that he is the beast mentioned in Revelation 18. However, we don't know for sure if this mark will be visible to the followers of the beast. Historically, markings have been used in society for various purposes, such as tribal identification, punishment, ownership, disgrace, and loyalty to pagan deities. For example, during the 1930s and 40s, Jews were marked by the Nazis. Satan often tries to imitate God, seen in the creation of his Trinity, the resurrection of his beast, and the presence of the false prophet. So it's possible that he may also copy God's example of marking. In the story of Cain, God set a mark on him as a form of protection. Theologians suggest that this mark could have been a sign or token for Cain's safety. So this is all about the mark of the beast and its dark truth. What do you think of it? Comment below and subscribe for more.